Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Accounting Nightmare. Welcome Tag, welcome to Pastro, welcome Mia, welcome to the stream. I totally wasn't doing mini games or anything in the gold saucer. Turn all my sound effects and stuff back on. Leap of Faith is in 6 minutes, but eh. I've done Leap of Faith like 1,000 times. So. Alright, let's see if we have better luck with our internet today. Yesterday, I just kept disconnecting from the Twitch Sydney server. I did a bandwidth test though, and it seemed alright, so we shall try again to do 3.1. Totally don't have a card addiction. Definitely not. No way. No way. Just gonna go send my little people out on a... oh, actually, I'll get them training. Since you get a quota of 3 training sessions per day, so it's good to make use of them. Get their levels. I'm trying to get them all to level 50 so they can do a special mission. Okay. So, we left off over in Dravanian Forelands. We just met up with Thancred. And we also had an encounter with the Warrior of Darkness and his little group. So we're not really sure what's up with them yet. They actually fought and defeated Ravana. So they seem to be fighting primals. So yeah, we don't know what they're up to yet. They don't like us though. Previously on FF14, yes, we found primal Thancred and teased Alf relentlessly. Yup. Down here. Ooh. All creepy and foggy. I guess then we met a new character, Kryl. She's pretty great so far. He knew us. He knew you. Did he walk in our memories as we walked in his? She's talking about the Warrior of Darkness. Excuse me, I'm trying to talk to Thancred. I know what you're thinking, but really, you needn't worry. It will only lend credence to my tales of heroism. Besides, battle scars are to maidens what loose morals are to gentlemen. A definite bonus. It would seem the mystery of the axe-wielding Hyur has been laid to rest. I should have known better than to think Thancred would ever stoop to using such an inelegant weapon. But then how was I to know there was not one vagabond wandering the Chocobo Forest, but 2? Dreams of the Lost. Blessed with the power of the Echo, and driven to put down primals. Despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumours and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Ida and Papalimo found Melchan. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I laboured to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers had been travelling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. It would imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us naught. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Emeric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Melchan. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, well, we've met up with Ishtola and Thancred, but Ida, Papalimo, and Minfilia are still missing. And apparently, oh god, what's her name? Minfilia's adopted mother? She's Flamen, yeah. Apparently she's okay. She's at some city we haven't heard of yet, but she's apparently alright. Alright, Vidofnir. Oh, hey. They took us right where we needed to be. That was nice of them. Looking around, seeing if I can see Lucia hanging out. I don't see her though. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, has again been laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation. As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth, she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and the glory of man, and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Emeric's invitation? Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honoured to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. It is happening, Asael. Would that you were here to see it. Cutscene.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
You better not.
Honourable men, to whom Sir Emmerich was no hero, but a scheming patricide. Honourable men, who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honourable men, whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Really? Is that how he dies? Everyone kinda were brave idiots who just wanted us to escape, so we lost all the other scions, have to go collect them again. Exactly. Well... I was gonna go drop in and say hello to Matoya and Kryl, but we need to follow up on this. None of this seems honourable, men. Yeah. So you slew a handful of primals, chatted with the Emperor of Garlemald, uncovered the truth behind a 1,000-year war, thwarted a megalomaniacal archbishop's ambitions, and then rode home on the back of the Father of Dragons. Does that about sum it up? Fortunately, the journey afforded us ample time to brief Thancred on recent events. Right, let us not keep Sir Emmerich waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravanians, and our friends nowhere to be found. 'Twould seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks, and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you, as they found me. In time, we will find Ida and Papalimo and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wished that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation. Wow, is he dead or is he just wounded? We're about to find out. Because we're going to go talk with Lucia. Hey, Hilda's here. Oh good, you're back. Things got a bit heated while you were away. You have returned. In this at least the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Emmerich's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? The Trojans tell me he will make a full recovery. Good. Good. Otherwise I'll be very cranky. But had Lord Edmund and Lord Artorial not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all round the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for every one we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. 'Tis plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. Good. Did he have plot armor or no? Yes. Yeah, just like in this world where we have all this healing magic, it just felt like a knife to the gut seemed just very silly to die from. Just as Sir Emmerich risked his life to bring about lasting change, so too will others wager all to preserve what they hold dear. The Archbishop may have fallen, but the legacy of his predecessors endures. Plot armor it is. Good. Yes. I'm fine with plot armor. Too many good characters have died. Louis Soir once told me that man is all too willing to let his future be bound by his past. And time after time have I witnessed how depressingly right he was. That man is all too willing. Okay. He wasn't talking about anyone specifically. Did I talk to Alpha now? Yes. Even if we had the same resources to combat the fires as them up in the pillars, we'd still be fighting a losing battle. You've seen the Broom. All them narrow streets with wooden houses crammed together. It's kindling is what it is. Against the dying of the light. Oh, just full sets of gear. Okay, sure, I'll take that. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city, in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alphino and Mistress Ishtola, I would have you take charge of the investigation in Foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Meaning Melchan and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? Thancred of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. I'll bet. The name's Hilda. A scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. Hey, Dr. Zyman. Welcome. While we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passers-by, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh aye, the famous Lord Emmanuel de Forton, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Melchan. He'll be at the Cruzier most like, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. No worries. Grizzled I would accept, but old? Thancred strikes out again. Okay. Well, let's go do what I actually wanted to do, and go say hello to Matoya and Kryl, and then we'll come back. Thancred, you've been back for 2 cutscenes. Slow down. Yes. Just immediately. Say hello to Matoya. If I can remember where her... Oh, down here. Okay. There's so much to do. I've got the whole Alexander thing to do, which apparently that's fantastic, that story. Oh, hello. These things are on my hunting log. Let's smack them while we're here. Okay. I wonder if these are beastkin. Thud. Oh, when does the challenge log reset? Has that reset yet? No, not yet. Okay. You were playing Monster Hunter and missed it. What did Thancred do? He met Hilda and he was hopeful about dating her, and she just kind of shrugged him off like, well, I was hoping to meet a fellow like rogue. And she called him old. Challenge log resets on Tuesday. Okay, thank you. Drop in and say hi, because these 2 characters are very fun. God, Matoya's music's really good. And it's probably straight from what game was she a reference to? FF1? Same dialogue as before. Cryo! I still cannot figure out how Menphilia managed to escape the Sildi aqueducts. All signs point to some magical means. Yet if it was not flow, then that leaves... Well, there's no use speculating until I learn more. Fortunately, Master Matoya has graciously allowed me to peruse her tomes, so I'm confident it is but a matter of time until I uncover the answer. Okay. Very first FF... cool, cool. How has travel been recently in Oz? Yeah, Australia's kind of a mess at the moment. Unfortunately, there's a big outbreak in New South Wales, and Victoria's starting to have an outbreak. Yeah, I'm in South Australia. We're pretty good at the moment, but well, I'm glad I don't travel, basically. Yeah. I am vaccinated though, so that's something I can that lets me relax. Well, thank you, Dr. Simon. Flying home to Canada has been a pain. Oh, sorry to hear that, Dr. Simon. Here's a Manolane. Ah, Mistress Angura. I fear Lord Emanolane has once more strayed from the path. As has so often been the case, his renewed enthusiasm for martial training gave way to frustration and disinterest at the first sign of difficulty. Ah. Someone once said that a gentleman is rather than does. I know who that was. And in Lord Emanolane I sense we have living proof. Well, go on then. Talk to the daft sod. Well, well, if it isn't Mel-chan, dearest of all my friends. You're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old girl? Ah, yes, the arsons. Dreadful business, that. And awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hoplon is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Emmerich's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Aww. That's sweet. Actually, old girl, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplon. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. This guy's as bad as Thancred. Wait a moment. I know what that is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old girl. I will have you know, my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hoplon, Mel-chan, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. My lord is a gentleman of unassailable principles. To assail them, after all, one would first need to locate them. That's a hell of a zinger. I shall detain you no longer, old girl. Good luck with your investigation. In the Hoplon. Where is the Hoplon? Up there, okay. So I'll go up this ramp. Hello. Come, my brothers and sisters. There is food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica. Basilica? Basilica? I've never seen that word before in my life. Helene's blessings be upon you, father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succour as well, miss? No. So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on for too long. Would that I could do something to aid in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. Well, that was a waste of time. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere, and it was so hot, and I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. Aww. Why did he do it? What did we ever do to him? Thancred at least has scruples enough to take a hint after a while. The other guy's clueless and yes. Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbours shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do. I cannot well abandon my parents, but me lord would not accept all three of us into his service. What am I to do? Aww. Now we go rendezvous with Thancred. Whee! Hi. Finished then? Ah, there you are. Anything to share? We'll require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Remenor's Cathedral and another near the Tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. That was a long sentence. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alphino will doubtless have an opinion. Oh yes. Check in with Tataru while we're here. Whee! Oh, she's gone. She's probably over with Alphino. Look at the little wind-up Estinian rushing to keep up with me. That's pretty cute. A captive. Ooh. You should have seen the way Alphino tackled him. Good. Now that you are here, we can proceed with the interrogation. Silence will avail you naught, sir. Ah, Melchan. I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it! You've got the wrong man. My, but you reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile! Look at me! Aye, that you are. After a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged us to put you down. That's bollocks! He's the one what told me to keep going. Ah, you just got tricked. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I left it behind. Tried to, with all my heart. Said my prayers every day, like a good man. But he came to me. He came to me. And there you have it. Hilda, would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. That was incredible, Thancred. But how did you know he would confess? Well, I have seen his like before. A troubled soul, manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff? Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person, or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation, and discuss how best to proceed. Ah, yes, about that. Thank the 12 you've returned to us. But what happened to your old outfit? It's, well, it's gone, alright? Let's just say that. Do, 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 do. People talking about what kind of glamour they're going to use for the Reaper class. I'll have 2 jobs with dark-coloured armour themes. No, make a yellow Reaper. Banana Reaper. How about pink Reaper? Skittles Reaper. Oh, I love that. Vex is such a great word. When angry or upset or frustrated just aren't adequate enough to portray how you feel, use vexed. Yeah, I don't use that word very often. It's good though. Actually, it's an emote that I've got recently, isn't it? Oh, vex? Okay, what's... Is it vexed? Yeah. Yeah, this came from the current Gold Saucer event. There's a little, very Ace Attorney inspired quest that you do to solve a crime, and you get this emote. You are visibly infuriated. It's /vexed. It's good. The Temple Knights are interrogating the arsonist as we speak. God's willing, we shall have more information ere long. If we could but determine the motive behind these fires. Bit of a gambler, ain't he? Fine by me, so long as his luck don't run out. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Otoiro. Are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Emmerich in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring this salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. My Lord Otoiro did not seem to be in the best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Alphino. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. End of quest. Fending coffer or slaying coffer? So which one is fending and which one's slaying? Is fending strength? Oh no, wait, fending's tanking, isn't it? And slaying is strength? I think I'm going to buy a tank set next with my tombstone, so I'll get slaying. Bum, bum, bum. Primal accessories of slaying. Boop. Earrings, necklace, bracelets, and ring. Ah, yeah, okay, accessories. Item level 240. Pretty good. Nice. I'll throw them in the armory chest and let that sort it out. It was not so long ago, was it? No more farewells. Not for a good while yet, at least. How desperately we cling to that which we hold dear, knowing all the while that a day will come when we must let go. The past belongs to the dead. The future's ours to do with what we will. As goes light, so goes darkness. Wind up, Horsefort! Oh, and we get his shield! Ah! Accessories of aiming, healing, and... Okay, we don't need healing, because I bought some really good ones. Just gotta figure out what I want to grab before we start this. Yeah, demands. We might want casting, actually. Yeah, my casting one. Oh my god, am I really using an eye level 30 ring? Really? Yeah, okay, let's get casting. Let's be a dragoon. I feel like being a dragoon now. Anyway.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
I didn't think of it that way. People willing to destroy their own city, then see it change. Jeez. That's messed up. Hello?
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
Wow. Absolute scumbags.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Ridiculous! I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Is it time for the Vault Hard mode?
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Nah.
Of course. We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms then, friends. Time is against us.
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, these dirtbags are taking their own homeless as hostages. Like, how? Oh my god. That is messed up. Bum, bum. In the pillars. Boing. Oh, up there. Hello. God, that's such a pretty animation. Ready when you are, Mel-chan. Concentrate on freeing the hostages. I will tend to their wounds. Just like old times, eh? Do not concern yourself with my safety, lest you forget, I too am a knight. Well, don't you be doing a horseshoe form, okay? Listen well. We will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true Brothers of the Faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served under Thornton VII. Might the same be true of the rest? Given the swiftness with which they seized control of the vault, I think it highly likely, yes. Which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defences against us. Be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Atwarel, you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honour if you chose not to risk your life in this endeavour. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Emmerich. My arm will not falter, my shield will not break. Alone as my witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lords, my lord. Friends, follow me. Not a dungeon, okay. The cat alarm's about to go off, so... let's feed the cat first before we embark on this little mission. Because the alarm's about to go off. Just going to set off the alarm and summon the primal. Here we go. The summoning ritual. Where is she? Oh, here she comes. I hear her. Hello. Hello, sweetie. Meow. What are you doing? Oh, you're so cute. Mwah. Yeah, last night, she was sleeping on the foot of the bed, and I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and when I came back, she'd taken my spot. And I had to really squeeze in next to her. Cats. They're funny. Aww. Mwah. Yeah, I'm gonna go feed her. I'll be gone for about 10 minutes. I'll go to the bathroom and stuff. I will leave you with with this music. Honestly, I really like the music in this city. It's really nice. Break screen, and I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Your cat is sleeping on your bed. She woke up just enough to meow at you so you'd scratch her chin and then went back to sleep. Oh, that's so cute! Spoiled or wanting reassurance? No idea. Aww. That's so cute. Yeah, maybe had a bad dream? Oh, it's so cute. Thank you, Tag. I'm back. Alright. Let's go save these hostages. Already saw this dialogue. Let's go. I'm a dragoon. I'm a dragon lady. Rescue the hostages. 'Twould seem our presence yet goes unnoticed. Come, we must secure the entrance. Remember, saving the hostages takes precedence over all else. Mind your attacks, and subdue the enemy quickly. Alright, Ishtola and Alphino. Thancred, Emmerich the Blue. Artorial Ironbone. Interesting last name? Ironbone. Huh. Lay down your arms, or die by the sword. Boing. Wait, you're supposed to die. Thank you. Oh, tending to the refugees himself. Emmerich's a good egg. You must hurry. The others were taken somewhere else by Sir Simeonard. Sir Simeonard. So this is indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. On your guard, they've sounded the alarm. Alarm? Is that a word? I will hold the entrance and look after this one. Now go! Says Ishtola. Boing. Secure the hostage, Mochan. Leave the others to us.
Down with you!
Attacking the hostage. Jeez, these people are scum. Absolute scum. They're doing a good job of making me hate these people. Fiery explosion. Aww. That they took the others somewhere. It all happened so quickly. There they are. Let none escape. Keep going. I will hold them here. Not alone, you won't. Mochan, stay with Sir Emmerich and Lord Artorial. This way, Mochan. To the choir. What's a choir? All kinds of new words here. Well, they're gonna hold the line. Whee! There.
You underestimate me.
Boom! Oops. I hit the wrong button and messed up my combo. It's fine. Oh, those look questionable. Sephirot, lay down your arms and release the hostages, and you will be shown mercy. I give you my word. Ha! The words of a heretic and kinslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostages the same mercy he showed the Archbishop. Unlike you, Sir Emmerich, I am a man of honour. By my hand, you shall receive of the Fury's judgment. So it is to be a trial, then. Lord Attrell, Milchan, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Sephirot. Aren't you still wounded, by the way? I don't want to leave you to solo this guy. O Helone, render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked. Come then, let us see whom the Fury favours. Sir Emmerich is still wounded, Milchan. If we do not move quickly, he will surely fall. Oh, I went the wrong way. Did I? Where am I going? Uh-oh. I guess I'm running past them? I don't know what I'm doing. I guess we're going that way, maybe. Ah, this way. Okay. Leave them alone, you jerks. Shooting laser beams at refugees, what the fuck? There must be others nearby, but where? Traitor, kinslayer, by what sorcery do you yet stand? Enough! All of you, attack! The man who claimed he was a man of honor turned out to not be a man of honor. What a surprise. Map is unhelpful here. Yeah, that was my problem. I was looking at the map. Sir Emmerich's strength is almost spent, Milchan. We must go to his aid at once. I see no others nearby. Come, Milchan. Sir Emmerich needs our help. Yeah, I was trying to follow the map, but the map is like, it's the dungeon map, and there's areas, there's new areas to go through, yeah. There's a hostage we haven't rescued. Well done. Now let us finish this, sir, before the eyes of gods and men. Stand fast, my brothers. The fury is with us. And kill him last.
This knife does not yield.
Boing. Boom. Now for you, you fricker. Yeah, I called you a fricker. What are you gonna do about it, eh? One day, I swear, you will... Ah, here's the last hostage. He took Melee. You must hurry. The priest took Melee upstairs when he saw you kill his men. Have no fear, child. We will save your friend. That was fun.
Where is he? Where is he?
He's running very well for a wounded man.
Come no closer! You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
Dragon! Get off near!
What? But I...
I need to roar, you're gonna scare everyone.
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment.
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Thou art welcome, child.
Oh, it's so wholesome.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee. I bear a message from my sire.
From Bracefelder?
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing.
Skies unknown.
This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Javanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsefon in you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
That's so sweet.
Lord Edmund.
so nice. Wow, I can't believe people are using religion as a shield and a weapon to enact their awful agenda. Yes, that never happened. Never. That line of Emmerich's, "Is that godly?" One of your favourites? Yeah, that was really good. Aww, that was sweet. In the moments before Vidofnir appeared, I contemplated teleporting the girl. Thank the 12 that I did not. Well, that was timely. Vidofnir must have been circling for hours. He doesn't trust that that was just a coincidence. That's funny. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? 'Tis but a pity Vidofnir could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well timed scarcely does it justice, but 1 moment later would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that the Ishgardians who yet harbour doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Emmerich's words. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tataru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Fortomp Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. You going to the Rising Stones? A moment, Melchan. I wish a word. When you first went through Heavensward, you were very unsure if Emmerich was going to turn out to be a villain or not. I was very pleased when he not only wasn't, he's actually just as pure and good and righteous as he appears. Yeah. And a bit dumb too, lol. Yeah, I really like Emmerich. Aww. A pretty far-fetched coincidence, yes. Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? He held his own in the vault. He got on well enough with Hilda. I'm not sure how to put it into words, but... I mean, I don't really know him that well, to be honest, so... He held his own in the vault. That he did, which is especially remarkable given the injury to his eye. I can only assume that his time in the wilderness afforded him ample opportunity to compensate for his impairment. However, I speak not of his physical state, but rather his etheric flow, which I fear has been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may be no longer able to wield magics. Aww. It would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Right then, I should be on my way. Cryle may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say how long it will last? Yeah, off to Fortomp Manor. Lord Edmund told me all about what Vidofnir did. Gods, how I wish I had been there to see it.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours, long overdue. But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house.
That would make you the new count, right?
Sir Emmerich was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince Houses Durandare and Zamail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
A knight lives to serve, or ... But that's no choice. A knight lives to serve.
You sound just like him. Aye, I suspect that is what Horschiffon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You are a sister to Horschiffon. Will you be a sister to me as well?
Aww.
Come, Manelaine. There's much to be done. For father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
I have no lines in this cutscene.
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Oh, he's tall. Look how tall he is. I guess these are all very short characters, though, to be fair.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal albeit for woe.
From the memories of Count Edmond de Forton, Heavensward. As goes light, so goes darkness. I decided on casting. Yeah. Bum, bum. This is thy proof? The Gurun Oracles. Apocrypha. It looks like he's in that library. What's he up to? You, I need to save my money, and Tea Turtle. We're having a sale on our adorable shirts. You as you pull out your wallet, curse you. Super cool of him to realise his role and culpability in a broken system. Yeah. That's so rare in leaders. It is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning, and of the path we have been set upon. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Garleans are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. I have a theory as to who that was watching. Well, Papalimo and Ida. Everyone has their orders. The masks will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. Oh, they helping out the Alamegan resistance. That's cool. I fear it will be bloody. By Raugar, it had better be. That camera angle. We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them. Every one. Achievement unlocked, so it goes. So that was the end of 3.1, I think? House Forton Knight. I was wondering when you got this title. I keep seeing people run around with it, and yeah, I wasn't sure where it came from. 3.1. Now we got a wind-up of Best Boy. What isn't dead, or is recreated in a goldsmith's workshop, can never die. Sorry, Estinian, but we got Horschiffon. For some reason, House Forton Knight resonates with a lot of people. Can't imagine why, yes. Crafted by the first son of House Halenart, to honour the passing of one of House Forton's greatest knights. This miniature replica of the great Horschiffon Greystone only begins to tell the tale of a man who devoted his life to the service of his nation and his friends. The first son of House Halenart, was that, Lord Francel? Lord Horschiffon is, from all indications, quite fond of you, discomposed cataloguer. think it was Francel, yeah. Ah, that's cool. We got a horseship farm. And we got a House Fortomp kite shield. Very nice. Accessories of casting. Some nice level 60 gear. Ring, bracelets. Into the armory chest those go. And that's going to go on the glamour chest. Bum, bum. Much as I worried for the future of Ishgard, the fate of our missing friends concerns me even more. Not sure if I want to start on 3.2 yet. I might start one of these side quests that unlock stuff. Francel probably has siblings, but heck if I can remember any of them, or if they're any important. Yes. I think a lot of his siblings passed away, actually, I think. Or maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Don't remember. It is a relief to see that Lord Otrarel has found renewed purpose. Would that I could say the same of Lord Amenelaine. What do we do here? Anything new? No? Okay. While we are proud that Lord Otrarel acquitted himself with honour in the vault, I am rather more relieved that he returned to us hale and healthy. Same. He had at least one who died on expeditions or previous wars or something. Yeah, what was that dialogue from one of his soldiers? Who else did I want to talk to? Oh yeah, I wanted to go see if I can find Amenelaine over in the market. And then I will pick something to work on. I remember there was a side quest that led to a trial, I think. It's not here anymore. I'm wondering about Urianger, if maybe he's been possessed by an Ascian. Well, there's the start of the Hildebrand stuff. That stuff was quite long last time, so I might leave that for a little bit longer. Alright, so what blue quest do we have? Gods of Eld. Sky Pirates. 3 or 4 series of side quests I should be concerned with. Cool, yeah. So I know there's Alexander, which I'm going to leave for a bit longer, because that's long. What's Gods of Eld? Questline, the Warring Triad. Oh, that's got a lot of different quests in it. That seems like a long one. What's Sky Pirates? Questline, Shadow of Mark. Oh, okay, that's the Crystal Tower of this expansion, I think. So much content! And I know it's all going to be awesome. What else was there? Let's go back to the main area. We could start Gods of Eld. Sky Pirates is a Heavensward Alliance raid series. Yep. to the Crystal Tower. Could be Thancred was, yeah. Could also be trying to achieve something. Grief can drive folks to do strange things, yeah. Hey Madrick, welcome. Warring Triad is real fun? Yeah. Warring Triad. Might do that one. There's stuff over in Ardorshire too. Let's start Warring Triad. That was Gods of El, right? Yeah. Good evening to you, Mistress Angura, and welcome home. As Lord Edmont embraces you as family, so too do we. Aww. We got a family. Aww. Oh hey, there's a twirl. Hang on. I'll come right back. Though it be born of a lie, our legacy need not end in disgrace. House Fortaunt will live on, for the people's sake. Aww. Boing. To most, gazing at the skies fills the heart with peace. Alas, it has long ceased to have that effect for me. In the silhouette of every bird, I see a dragon coming to raise our city. Aww. Ah, my Lady Melchan. During your absence, a stranger came calling. Upon learning that you were away, he left a message to the effect that he wishes to speak with you, and will await you at the Rising Stones. If you have a mind to oblige this stranger, please be careful. I cannot well explain why, but it put me ill at ease to simply be near him. Interesting. Rising Stones. That was the one in Mordona. "12 raids divided across 3 tiers of 4 short raids." That's going to be a lot of content. Oh yeah, and that unlocks the hard mode version of King Thordan. Let's unlock it, so I can do it at some point. Greetings, Melchan. Yon bard has been gazing forlornly at the door for days, awaiting your return to the 7th heaven. Pray be so kind as to indulge the suffering fool, and favour him with one of your epic tales. It seems his inspiration has run dry once more, and only a draught of your most excellent adventuring vintage will slake his creative thirst. Melchan, at last! In muted agony have I lingered, longing to hear the hero herself speak of her epic deeds in Ishgard and beyond. The frozen tundra you braved, and into the vault of the heavens you ascended, to a sacred peak, both temple and tomb, to a ruined city, reborn and resettled, to a citadel of the ancients you ventured, parting the misty veil of millennia. The journey made by you and your companions has made its mark upon the stars, and I would hear the tale in its entirety. Well, I've got VODs on YouTube if you want to watch it. Your words have worked a miracle upon my melancholy heart. New verses arise unbidden, and threaten to spill from my lips. My harp! I must have my harp! The song of war twixt worm and man, some 1,000 years ago began, when mortals grasped for godly might, defaming name of king and knight. In Azizlar for woe or weal, did holy will meet righteous steel, and thence was high divinity, compelled by light to bend the knee. What say you? Have I captured the spirit of your triumph? Pray forgive any small liberties I may have taken with the details. One cannot evoke a proper picture of your glory without a certain measure of embellishment. I love that that's the setup for like the hard mode versions of these. It's a minstrel embellishing the fight to make it more epic in the retelling. Your stress-induced pain has finally calmed down. You're almost over the soreness from helping someone move. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Tag. The raids are 5 to 10 minutes long. Yeah, so my friend did them recently and he had really long queue times, so I'm a little bit worried about that. I've seen this dialogue. Depends on the time of day, really. Yeah. Oh, we'll just see how I go. So we got the hard mode version of the Minstrel's Ballad, Thordan's Reign. With his typical flair for embellishment, the wandering minstrel has woven yet another stirring epic. This time from the threads of your Azizlar confrontation with Archbishop Thordan Seven. With the final verse yet ringing in the chambers of your mind, the memories of that titanic struggle arise once more with an almost surreal clarity. I'll do that at some point. I'll do a party finder and I'll just do it unsynced most likely. Try than doing a US evening. Yeah, I'll have to try and get up earlier one day to do some of those queues. Oh hey, Kryle's here. I have an idea how we might find Minfilia, but I'm still working through the details. Tell you later? If I have to descend into the bowels of the seventh hell to find her, I will. Whatever it takes, Milchan. Whatever it takes. Aww. It feels as though all we do is track crystal shipments and spy upon beastmen strongholds. I know it's important work, but sometimes you want to be in the thick of it, you know? While Riol commands our efforts in the field, I tend to administrative matters here. You might say my experiences with the Crystal Braves helped prepare me for these duties. A pity I never had the chance to thank Captain Ilberd for everything. The way the refugees looked away when we showed them the link pearl fragments. I think Irmgus may have the right of it. He is a good man, but I can tell the betrayal yet weighs on his mind. Would that more of the Braves had been like him. I'd wager those Alamegans know where Ida and Papalimo went. In fact, I would not be surprised if they helped them to flee the city. Not that they would ever admit to such. After all, half the Braves up and turned their cloaks during a royal banquet. What reason do they have to believe us when we claim we're friends? Ah, okay, yep. I never realised shinobi were capable of such amazing feats. Mayhap I too should take up the short blades. You should. Ninja's a really fun class. Leonor, you can't be serious. He must be 3 times your size. I mean, how would you even... Surely you haven't... No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. You should have seen the way my man jumped for joy when he heard about his brother. By the by, you don't happen to know a reputable goldsmith, do you? I'm thinking of commissioning a pair of rings. Praises at 12, they found him! Rio found Hori! He's in Thavnair looking after Miss Flamen, it seems. Ha! Imagine that. My brother, bodyguard to the antecedent's mother. He sure has come a long way. Aww. Talking with Isildur, I cannot help but wonder if we met long ago. It certainly feels as though we've known each other for years, if not decades. You should hear some of the mischief Homai here got up to back in the old country. It's enough to make me think I still have a few good years of adventuring left in me. So many little side storylines with all these people. Yeah, it's cool how much of this dialogue they update. So which one is she dating? My man jumped. Oh, him. Okay, she's dating a Kobolda. And she's thinking of proposing. And she's thinking about it way too much. So much flavour for the side NPCs? Yeah. Pretty sure she was shooting for Hori Boulder first is the thing. Oh, I see. Huh. My thanks for coming. Unukalai is my name, and I serve a friend. I sought you out that I might alert you to the rising threat of the beings known as Icons. You are aware of the threat, you say? Ah, but I speak not of the primals, with which you are exceedingly well acquainted. It may interest you to know that the term Icon, and the beings to which it refers, precede the Garlean Empire by eras. You see, it is the name by which the Allegans, called godlike beings, the dark divinity Odin among them, and the Garleans, who seek to emulate the glory of ancient Allag, have simply availed themselves of it. Pray permit me to continue the tale. Who is this? Ah. Not sure if trust. Ah, Urianger. How kind of you to join us. As the Warrior of Light's comrade, my participation is but to be expected. After all, the matter doth pertain to the very fate of the star. The Icons of Eld. In the distant past, these mighty beings did offer fierce resistance to the Allegan Empire. However, they eventually fell to the men of Allag, who devised the means by which to capture them. And it did not end with capture, as you well know, for the Allegans also learned how to harness the Icon's power. They refined this knowledge at the Aetherochemical Research Facility on Azizla, and within the centrifugal crystal engine, they sealed 3 of the beings, the Warring Triad. 'Twas first and foremost to acquire the infinite power of the Warring Triad that the Archbishop did seek Azizla, but in the wake of his defeat, the bindings which confine the Icons were severely damaged. Doubt not but that they will fail completely ere long. Ow. Know that we do not condemn you for striking down the Archbishop. You were simply fulfilling your destiny. And yet, were the Warring Triad to be released into the world, unimaginable destruction would ensue. Take heart, for there is hope still. Through swift action, we may yet prevent their awakening and see them resealed. But in dealing with this new threat, our first step must be to contend with the old. 2 savage gods are returned, I fear, summoned once more by their worshippers, and at a strength far surpassing their previous incarnations. 2, you say? It's almost like we fought 2 primals during this Heavensward story. I speak of the primals Ravana and Bismarck. If left unchecked, they will inevitably seek to seize the power of the Warring Triad. This will serve to feed the confluence of chaos and hasten the Icon's awakening. To wit, we must needs vanquish both their kinds. I pray thee, however, to first focus thy gaze upon the primals, ere we turn our attention to those Icons in their fitful slumber. I shall return to the waking sands forthwith, and consider such measures as are available to us. Meanwhile, I bid thee attend to the task of eliminating the primals. Young Inukalai shall assist thee. Rest assured he is not our enemy, for the time being at least. For the time being. Sus. Oh, there's a little book here. Warring Triad. The Awakening. The Warring Triad is the collective term for 3 immensely powerful icons that were brought into existence during the twilight of the 3rd Astral Era. Summoned by the native tribes of Mericidia, these entities were set against the encroaching forces of the Allegan Empire. The strength of a primal is determined by the fervent prayers of its faithful, and as the Mericidians' prayers called for saviors with the power to throw back an imperial invasion, the resulting incarnations were perforce imbued with nigh incalculable might. That the Allegans were capable of conquering such godlike beings well illustrates the incredible heights to which their technology had ascended. The implacable Empire subdued and imprisoned the Warring Triad, shackled them to machinery that sustained the Icon's forms, whilst at the same time leeching away their infinite energies. For 5 millennia did the Warring Triad languish thus, in dreaming servitude, their slumber undisturbed until Archbishop Thordan VII of Ishgard rattled the bars of their cage. The Archbishop had come to Azizlar seeking to absorb the Three's power, and make of himself a god without rival. It was fortunate, then, that the Warrior of Light and her companions thwarted Thordan before he realized his tyrannical ambitions, but the victory was not without consequence. The violence of the battle cracked the seals that keep the Triad in torpor, and the Icons have begun to stir. Worse, the Garlean Empire and their heavy-handed efforts to plunder the secrets of Azizlar threaten to drag them into full wakefulness. These terrible entities must be destroyed before they arise in all their cataclysmic splendor. Well, I mean... Ooh. We got 3 quests. Small talk. A pleasure as always, Meljan. What would you ask of me? Tell me about yourself. I am Unukalai, and I serve a friend. Lest you wonder why one so young was chosen for this task, it is because I have, how shall I put this, an intimate knowledge of the primal mind. You are curious, I am sure, but you need not understand the nature of a power to use it, do you? It is much the same with the Echo, I imagine. Tell me about Icons. Ah yes, the beings the Allegans dubbed Icons. How much we have yet to learn. Precisely how they stand apart from primals we have yet to determine. If they were summoned in a similar manner, then who was responsible, and how have they managed to endure for millennia? We have gained some understanding of the Dark Divinity's true nature, yet he is but one of many, and far from the most powerful. The Warring Triad, whom the Allegans imprisoned within the centrifugal crystal engine of their research facility, concern me most of all. Their infinite power is beyond comprehension. Were they released into this world, unimaginable destruction would ensue. Simply put, that cannot be allowed to happen. The very fate of this star hangs in the balance. Fortunate we are, then, that you have risen to the challenge, Warrior of Light. Your triumphs over the primals are an inspiration, a shining example that future generations would be wise to follow. I have thus decided to keep a detailed history of your battles against the Warring Triad, The journal will be available to you here, should you ever wish to peruse its pages and reflect upon your deeds. Okay. The Diabolical Bismarck. If we are to prevent the awakening of the Warring Triad, then Bismarck must be cast down once more. I am aware of the rather unorthodox method you employed to lure out and slay the White Whale before, and had a mind to follow established precedent. That said, islands are not easy to come by. I should hope it is not necessary, but you may as well show this gemstone to Chief Sonu. He will know it as the Weeping Eye of the Manuk Manai, and it will ensure that he is completely committed to our cause. Oh, and before you ask, I have already informed Master Garland of our plans. He is currently en route to the Blue Window. This character's very strange. You know Master Garland as well? Safe journey to you, Melchan. Thok round the clock. As you prepare yourself for battle, so too does Ravana. Within Thok as Thok, he builds his strength, feeding upon the prayers of his innumerable children. But those same children will not suffer you to live, should you surrender yourself to them a second time. Nay, you must devise a new way of approaching the Lord of the Hive's domain. Consult with the storyteller, the Elder of the Vath, and he will aid in this endeavour. Another crystal? Take this bauble. 'Tis known among the Nath as the Burning Eye of Ravana. When the time comes, you will know what to do. Interesting. When the bow wakes. The time has come, Warrior of Light. We must move against the Warring Triad now, or suffer the consequences. The seal is cracked and the icons stir. Should they be allowed to awaken and resume the titanic conflict, it will be alike to the coming of a second calamity. You, Melchan, represent our best hope of eliminating this threat. That said, the very act of entering the containment facility itself presents certain unique challenges. So unique, in fact, that I struggled to locate an individual with the requisite talents to surmount them. Were it not for the impressively diverse connections of your fellow scions, I might still be searching. Happily, however, they were able to furnish me with a suitable candidate. Now, along with you and your echo-blessed companions, all the pieces we need to proceed with this deadly game are arrayed upon the board. Victory hinges upon no less than the total destruction of the Warring Triad. But we must also wear the interference of those who covet the Allegan's primal harnessing technology. I speak, of course, of the blindly grasping hand of the Garlean Empire and its fumbling agents. Fumbling agents? The ignorant meddling of the Empire will serve only to hasten the Icon's awakening, and it is my master's desire that the Triad be dispatched before Imperial forces delve too deeply. Being the nearest to wakefulness, the Icon's Sephirot shall be your first adversary. Make your preparations, and join me on the flagship in Azizla. We shall speak further there. I've heard Sephirot's music and it's really good. Sephirot. Okay, so those two are extreme trials. Okay, I might not be able to do those today. Maybe Sephirot though. Of the Warring Triad, Sephirot's slumber is the most fitful. There. Okay, well, I'll go turn in these two first to unlock those trials. Bismarck. And Sea of Clouds. Sephirot. No relation to Sephiroth. Yeah. I have seen a video of this fight, and it's pretty cool. Is Sephirot from a different Final Fantasy, or is this new for 14? Who do I talk to? You? No, that's the Beast Tribe stuff. You. The Tramontane returns, and with it the White. So too comes the great Netherling warrior. Weeping Eye of the Manuk Menai. The round gemstone, heavily aspected to both water and wind, is believed by the Zundu tribe to be one of the eyes of the Manuk Menai, a great beast of Vanu legend. Like double rainbows in the mists, Sonu knows not what to make of this. An eye in the hands of a Netherling. Storm clouds of the Vundu are no match for the eye's might. Smash it against the Aetherite in the whale's crown, and he will be vulnerable once more. Bind him with chains of steel, and drive him from Cloud Sea. Return Zephyr winds and sunlight to our lands. Okay. Oh wait, this is the Beast Tribe stuff, right? 3 beaks to the wind? Then what is this? Reap what you sow. So many blue quests. Reap what you sow. Ooh, this unlocks a dungeon. Sweet. I'll grab this one while we're here. All of the Triad are from FF6. Ah, okay. Don't remember if they were named then. That's cool. The great Netherling warrior who chased the clouds from our land returns, like gentle zephyr wind. Sonu has plea, and hopes Netherling lends an ear. Zundu takes shelter from the Vundu storm, by virtue of peace offerings, and respect commanded by Zundu chief. Now, though, the rains threaten to fall again. The symbol of chief's power is the great mask he wears, a mask that grows old and worn. A chief who wears shabby mask is a chief who commands as much respect as a summer's day drizzle. Tribal mask is made from the scale of the Wokion, a great Sanua who nests in Neverreap, where the Vanu are forbidden to go. The wicked Vundu seek to hoard power and influence for themselves. They seize control of Neverreap, and forbid poor Zundu from entry. But they cannot keep out the great Netherling who tamed the White. Go to Neverreap, Netherling, and snatch the scale of the Wokion from the Vundu's evil clutches. Tonu Vanu will be your guide. He awaits you outside the village. Pray go swiftly, Netherling, and chase away the coming storm. There's so many things to do. Any other blue quests while I'm in the area? Oh, okay. It's just the start of the Beast Tribe stuff. Let's go unlock this dungeon first, and I'll do that later. And then we'll go unlock Bismarck, and I guess I'll make a party finder for that, I guess? Later? I'm unlocking stuff! Oof, very foggy here. This place is a lot creepier when it's foggy. Those guys remind you of owlbears. Yeah, they're very owlbearish, aren't they? Such good music. Dangerous flying weather. Tonuvanu waits for Netherling Warrior, and Netherling Warrior comes. Netherling braves Netherreap to retrieve the Walkion scale for Zundu. Tonu's heart flutters in the gentle winds of Netherling's kindness. Netherreap is sacred land to the Vanu, but Vundu come with their wicked ways and transform Netherreap into a tempest of terrors. Watch your tail feathers, Netherling. Netherreap. Dungeon. Oh, I should start flying across the zone while we reading. All the way over here. Play faster, dragon. Should I play triple triad with this person while we're here? I see a triple triad match. This is kind of just clean up at the end of this stream. And we'll probably start 3.2 next stream. Hey, the fog cleared up. Now it's windy. Third. There you are, Melchan. The Enterprise Excelsior is ready to depart whenever you are. Say again. Chief Sonu wants you to smash some gemstones against an aetheryte to dispel a barrier of storm clouds? I don't even know where to begin. The hell's with it. Maybe it'll bring us good luck. I'll rendezvous with you there. You know, you could just lie and say you did it. What? Fine, we'll do it the hard way. Wait, where we go? Oh, there. Okay. Gone all over the place. This is a fun zone to fly around. Just admiring all the floating islands. And look how thin that island is. That looks like it'll crumble if you step foot on it. How is anything growing there? Oh yeah, you can see some of the roots coming out from below. That's cool. Very cool detail. Here's the aetheryte. After a pause, you smash the gemstone against the aetheryte. Nothing much happens. Out of habit, you attune with the aetheryte. And once more, nothing much happens. The limitless blue extreme, now accessible. As is all too often the case, a primal you filled has once again been summoned. According to Inukalai, the stakes are even higher this time, as Bismarck's reappearance threatens to hasten the awakening of the Warring Triad, 3 icons sealed within the Aetherochemical Research Facility on Azizla. Fortunately, you have developed a sound method for slaying flying feathered whales. The Enterprise Excelsior and your island await. Alright, so this probably isn't in the duty relate, is it? It's probably actually hard, right? Let's go to unlock Ravana. There. Clock around the clock. Just trying to figure out which things I should queue up for and which things I should just try and do a party finder to do unsynced at some point. It's weird, but you don't need to do Bismarck and Ravana Extreme to finish the Warring Triad, even though the laws interwoven with each other. Ah, okay. Cool. Thank you. Definitely don't want to do them unsynced. Oh, you mean synced? Yeah. Cool. Okay. At some point I'll just do a party finder just to knock them out. Ah, our hunter friend. Welcome. You come hunting gods once more? The non-mind is glad of your thirst for divine blood. Ever more rapacious do the one mind grow, as they seek offerings to glut our deity's insatiable appetite. Another path to our god's domain? Yes. Yes, there is but one way. You must seek out the Gyne Hive on the far side of the colony and attune your spirit to the aetherite ensconced within. But the deed is not possible. We hear that the crystal is warded by ancient ritual magics. The One Mind have woven the seal, such that only the most worthy of warriors shall be granted leave to enter Thok-Astok, and they do not share with the non-mind what they consider worthy. Around the clock. The path into Thok-Astok is closed to all but the most worthy of warriors. You are strong, Hunter, but we would be sad should you slaughter your way to the Gyne Hive, only to be trapped inside with a warded aetherite. Alright, I guess I just go there now. We got the crystal, we know what to do with it, I guess. You didn't do them until you could solo them at the level cap. Ah, okay. Oh, they probably drop mounts, don't they? They drop mounts. Gonna be time for another mount farm. Excuse me. Just flying in. Gnathic Aetherite. After a pause, you smash the gemstone against the Aetherite. Yep, same text as before. Thok-Astok Extreme. Willed back into existence by his zealous children, Ravana, the Lord of the Hive, is risen again with ever greater savagery. Left unchecked, the wrath of the colony will surely seek out the Warring Triad on Azizla to feed upon the sleeping Icon's strength. Heed Inukalai's warning and slay the entity before his insatiable appetite for power unleashes destruction of cataclysmic proportions. Our poor Warrior of Light has so much responsibility. Alright, when the bow wakes. go unlock Sephirot. Lovely thunderstorm here. I like the music for this area, it's so weird. Ooh, down here. Okay. This is the place, Warrior of Light. Here we will find the containment facility, wherein entities of incalculable power lie chained, their fathomless energies siphoned away by elegant devices. As I warned you, Sephirot poses the most immediate threat. His dreaming mind drifts perilously close to consciousness. Thus must his destruction be our first concern. Your fellow scions will be joining us anon, accompanied by the uniquely talented individual of whom I spoke. From what I gather, the two of you are already well acquainted. Let us continue inside and wait before the doors to the containment facility. Cryo! You have not been waiting long, I trust. We are eager to lend whatever cooperation we may to your mission, Mochan. It is an honor to meet you at last. As I know of only one Mikote scion, you must be Archon Ishtola, meaning your diminutive companion is Mistress Cryo of the Students of Bardesian, correct? Diminutive? Perhaps there has been some mistake. I assumed it was for my knowledge and not my stature that you requested my assistance. The mistake is mine. My apologies if I have given offence. Mayhap it would be best if we proceeded directly to the matter of our objectives. Your adversary is the icon Sephirot of the Warring Triad, otherwise known by the historians of Alag as the Fiend. He was once the patron deity to a tribe of tree-like beings, native to Mericidia, but was subdued by the Allagan Empire after a lengthy war of attrition. After his defeat, he was imprisoned for use as a source of power. Even now, Sephirot is neither truly living nor dead, his mind bound in a dream, while his body's energies are harnessed by Allagan technologies. The explanation for his failure to dissipate into aether lies in his restraints. These ingenious devices serve not only to bind him, but to continuously regenerate his corporeal form. Meaning it will be all but impossible to banish him while said restraints are in place, yes? Remove them, however, and we risk allowing an unfathomably powerful, and doubtless vengeful, icon to run rampant. It seems we have no choice but to divide our forces. One team must locate the controls to Sephirot's shackle and disable them, while the other stands ready to destroy him at the moment of his awakening. A most succinct assessment, Mistress Cryo. While I was aware that the Echo provided you with uncanny insight, I did not expect you to intuit the core of my strategy quite so swiftly. Ha! If only my gift offered such detailed analysis, which is to say, it doesn't. I merely took it upon myself to learn as much about the Triad's imprisonment as I could before coming here. It will be Mochan and I, after all, who enter the Icon's den. Indeed, given the nature of our adversary, none save those under the aegis of the Echo should be permitted to enter the containment facility. The risk of primal influence is too great. Well, that's settled then. I will disable the restraints, and Melchan and her gifted adventurer friends will welcome Sephirot back into the waking world. Better that than the other way around, I'd say, considering our respective fields of expertise. And, of course, my diminutive stature. Right, it's time I had a little chat with the doorkeeper over there. I wonder if her dialogue is different if your character is a Lalafell as well. Activating verification systems. Lifting access restriction to Triad control. I had no idea the Valdesian curriculum was so comprehensive. When we locate the controls for Sephirot's restraints, I shall gladly leave their operation to you. When we locate the controls? Mayhap my words were unclear. Only those blessed with the Echo may safely enter the facility. Do you have the Echo? Your concern for my sanity is touching, but unnecessary. Suffice it to say, I am in no danger of falling under the Icon's sway. Warning. Verification system detect multiple unauthorized vessels entering restricted airspace. Security systems engaging intruders. The Garleans. Come, Moriange, we must keep the Imperials occupied. We too should be on our way. Gods, I would be lying if I said I wasn't slightly terrified, but I can't very well leave every deadly task to you scions. According to the histories, Sephirot was immense in both size and strength, mighty enough to rout even the implacable armies of the Allegans, and that more than once. To cut a long story short, we have to get this right. I shall do my best not to wake the Icon up too much. As my grandfather always used to say of certain little monsters, get them up and get them moving while their brains are still abed. I just nod. Containment Bay S1T7. Activating verification systems. Identification code accepted. Triad control clearance granted. Let's go White Mage. Sephirot, the Fiend, was a deity once worshipped by a tree-like race native to Mericidia. Brought into being for the sole purpose of repelling the Allegan invasion, Sephirot inflicted ruinous losses upon the Imperial army, before finally being subdued and imprisoned in the central facility of Azizlar. And now, millennia later, this immensely powerful entity threatens to awaken, his vengeful dreams disturbed by the careless ambitions of Archbishop Thordan VII, topple the first pillar of the Warring Triad, or wheresoever his colossal shadow falls shall be visited by unthinkable catastrophe. Catastrophe? Alright, let me just bring up my little guide. If anyone wants to join me, feel free to hop in while I get ready. Heavensward Trials. Okay, cleave and AoE. Arrows pointing at you. Stack to share damage. Don't overlap the circles. When he turns to a random player, get behind him. Kill all adds. Pillars of Mercy. Circle punt around the blue circle. Position to be knocked back to a safe spot. Earthshakers. Line from boss to target. Targets should run wide to the edges. Oh yeah, okay, I think I understand that one. Crouches down. Stack close for knockback. Dodge stuff. Big arrow marker. Stack in the puddle from the store. This is very involved. That. Spread. Towers. One person stand in each, else wipe. This is a lot to remember. Well, let's just see how we go. Fun fact. In FF6, Sephirot was also just called Fiend. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's a cool callback. I wonder why they decided to name it Sephirot, though, with its name being so similar to Sephiroth. This might be the first appearance of a bunch of standardized markers, come to think of it. Ah. Yeah. Queuing up as healer. Alright, let's go over this dungeon guide again. Cleave and AoE. Stack when you got the marker. Get behind him. So Pillars of Mercy is a knockback. There's lines. There's another knockback. Stack for the marker. Spread for darts. I don't think I'll remember that. And towers. Stand in towers. Stack in the puddle from the store. Okay. We'll see how we go. I'm looking forward to this music, because the music for this fight's amazing. Just fly around and have fun while we're waiting. Triple Triad! Let's go play Triple Triad. The circle with arrows pointing inward gets codified as stacked with as many people as possible for the rest of the game. Okay, cool. That's cool. Who wants to play Triple Triad? An idle Imperial. Why'd they send me all the way to this god's forsaken place? I need a distraction, else I'm like to jump off this cliff out of boredom. Oh, don't do that. When I said distraction, I didn't mean I wanted to fight. Oh, you want to play Triple Triad? Anything to take my mind off of this mind-numbing lookout. Oops, sorry mate, I'll be back. We're gonna go fight Sephirot. That guy's got 4 cards I don't have. Cards. Ooh. Big lad.
Disabling Sephirot's restraints now. Good luck.
The big boy. He is very big. Does he have legs? Oh, he does. Okay, yeah, they were drawn up in his body. Yep. Big lad. Hi. Persistent northerners. You shall regret the decision to loosen my fetters. Oh, yep, here's the stack marker. They got knocked back pretty far. The equilibrium of life. I shall tip thy scales and partake of thy bounteous energy. I don't really like having the healing bars there. They're kind of covering up my view a little bit. I think I like just keeping him on the side there. Patience and penance. For millennia have I yearned to exact this vengeance. I am the end and the beginning. By my touch shall your wretched lives be blessed. You have dimmed my boundless light. What power of death do you mortals wield? I forget what the blue thing is. Okay, that's where he's. Okay, that's where he's punching. Okay. Woo! Stack marker. Whoa! Oh, that person didn't go to the stack marker. I don't remember what any of this is. Okay, towers. Someone stands in each tower. Okay. Another person's dead. Ah. We win! That was cool. Yarr! And they're all gone. No one wants a commendation. Oh well. I am the incarnation of life. I cannot perish, cannot wither. That was a cool incarnation of life. Earthshaker is a less common marker, but that's also used for line AoEs for the rest of the game. Ah, cool, cool. This is a remix of the Warring Triad battle theme from 6. That is cool. Ding! We did it. You did it! I've seen you in action before, but never against anything that big. My legs kept telling me to run, but I just couldn't tear myself away. I don't think I blinked once during the whole battle. I think we got a new fan. A hero, tried and true. If only I had possessed such strength. Ishtola, this is Cryo. Icon eliminated. Oh, if only you could have seen it. Melchan gave Sephirot the mother of all rude awakenings. And your distraction was perfect. We encountered not a single Imperial soldier. Yes, understood. Let's swap tails at the Rising Stones, then. On our path to the control chamber, we discovered a number of dormant thralls. It would seem the machines that preserve their forms also hold them in a state of torpor. We need not fear them summoning their deity anew. In short, our work here is done. For the present, at least. Let's go home, shall we? Bum, bum. Your senses are sharp, young one. I am Regular Van Hydrus, Legatus of the 6th Legion. And it would seem that that damnable woman and her accomplice have led me a merry dance through the thickest of this infernal island's defences. To think that I pursued them. I shall withdraw for now, my lesson learned. I doubt it. You Garleans never learn. You covet the means to enslave primals, but in your headlong dash to control that which you do not understand, you show less wisdom than the very beast tribes that summoned them. I have no interest in crossing blades with children. Live, grow strong, and mayhap one day you will warrant my attention. I looked back and you weren't there. Did something happen? Naught of consequence. I mistook a shadow for a man. Just what are you hiding beneath that mask of yours? A longing for hope, an appetite for power, a lingering sense of regret. And do I detect a desire to test your strength against a certain hero? Is that what your gifts tell you? No, those were just wild guesses. But I wonder if some few of my words didn't strike close to the mark. Or mayhap more than a few. Be at ease, Nikolai. I have no supernatural ability to read minds. The echo simply allows me to comprehend, regardless of language, that which a fellow being would have me know. You need not mask your heart as you do your countenance. That was a performance, then? A ruse to uncover my true nature? I see I shall have to keep my wits about me. Interesting. Yeah, back to the Rising Stones. Whoosh. People call it the Earthshaker marker, even for moves that are not called Earthshaker. Very good. Do, do, do. Good at reading people, it seems. Not a common talent. I can't do it for shit. Probably no new dialogue here. Yeah. I think the dialogue here changes with the main story. I should go drop by Urianger as well in the Waking Sands. See if he says anything interesting. So, Warrior of Light, how did it feel to strike down so great a foe? You must tell me more of the experience once our meeting with your colleagues is concluded. Through thine all-surpassing skill at arms do we now take our first step in ridding this star of the Warring Triad's baleful presence, and in such wise do we lessen the burden bequeathed unto us by the vain glory of Allag. Know, however, that the two icons which remain are thought equal in might to Sephirot, and may yet exceed him. Yeah, we hear that a lot. Higher power level. Ere thou proceed, I would counsel thee to marshal thy strength, and give careful thought to thy preparation. Assuming the Garleans afford us the luxury of time, even now they grasp for the means to dominate primals, blind to the technology's potential for calamity. My master taught me that the entity known as Sephirot was this world's first sacred tree, elevated to godhood by the belief of its worshippers. There is no power more fearsome than that born of unconditional faith and unbending ideal. 'Tis plain your master found in you a willing student. Tell me, was it he who taught you of Allagan technology's potential for calamity, or are those your own words? 'Twas but a figure of speech, nothing more. When last we met, I thought I caught a glimpse of the boy behind the mask, but it would seem your defences are firmly back in place. Must you persist with this infuriating veil of secrecy? I, for one, would very much like to know who this master of yours is, amongst other things. As long as our purposes align, what matter my affiliation? It matters a great deal. I did not ask out of idle curiosity. If we are to fight as comrades, we need to be able to trust each other. On which note, I should apologise for my earlier trickery. It was merely an attempt to get to the heart of an enigmatic companion. Truth be told, I was rather glad you reacted as you did. No person of your age has any business being calm and aloof all of the time, much as you might wish to be. Anyway, we had best be off. Do send word if there are any further developments. A companion now, am I? You're pretty good at pegging personalities by watching people. can eventually get a pretty good measure of character. But even you can't read people that quick or easy. Yeah, because they might not align later? Yeah. We're on the same side for now, but... yeah. Chapter 1, Sephirot. The Warrior of Light has toppled the first of the Warring Triad. We knew little of Sephirot, other than that he was the chief deity of a tribe of tree-like beings, a sacred tree ascended to godhood. Elegant histories discovered upon the event of his destruction, however, have brought fascinating new facts to light. These recordings attribute to Sephirot the ability to induce spontaneous growth in living organisms through the manipulation of ambient etheric energy. It is noted that the icon did not hesitate to direct this ability upon himself. Sephirot grew to gigantic proportions during his conflict with the armies of Alag, using his own colossal limbs to cut great swaths of devastation through their ranks. He was eventually overwhelmed, however, and his abilities contained. The Elegants performed experiments upon the captured icon, siphoning his growth-inducing energies into the cultivation of numerous chimerical monstrosities, one unnatural existence propagating countless others. When one believes one's control unbreakable, however, a single, overlooked flaw inevitably leads to catastrophe. I know of at least one civilization that collapsed under the weight of such hubris. So that they use Sephirot's energy to make the chimeras. Got two to choose from now. A fiendish likeness. Oh, is this extreme? I have something for you, Warrior of Light. During our expedition to banish Sephirot, I came across a certain relic, and I believe it would be put to best use in your hands. It is an elegant device of the kind used to store information. In this case, the record of the furious conflict that took place on the shores of Mericidia between the icon Sephirot and the forces of Alag. Should you present this tombstone to the verification node outside Triad control, the node's systems will analyze the various aspects of the conflict and create for you a false icon against which you can train. Consider it a sort of mock battle that presumes a Sephirot who has broken free of his shackles. If I understand its workings correctly, the node should also be capable of manifesting a far stronger incarnation of the icon. This would mimic the catastrophic consequences were Sephirot ever to absorb an additional source of energy, say, by defeating another member of the Warring Triad. A compelling challenge for a warrior of your ability, yes? You need not possess Mistress Kryle's knowledge of elegant technology to begin this particular battle. Simply present the tombstone to the node on the flagship, and then follow the orb's instructions. I hope the experience brings you valuable insight, Warrior of Light. Okay, so this time the primal doesn't just get resummoned. This time we're doing like a little mock battle version of it to do extreme mode. Alright, the Fate of Stars. Next one. Maybe? I am troubled, Warrior of Light. The 6th Legion will not soon surrender its pursuit of elegant technology. Phone call. While it is true that the 6th suffered heavy losses in attempting to breach Azizlar's defences, the Legion is still very much a force to be reckoned with. Left to his own devices, it would not be long before the Legatus moves to... Pray excuse the interruption, but a call to this link pearl can only come from one of your fellow scions. Archonish Tola, what news? And you are quite certain they have broken through? Yes, of course. We shall leave immediately. It would seem the thing I feared most has come to pass. The Garleans have succeeded in dispelling the barrier Urianger placed upon the entrance to the research facility. We must intercept and destroy them before they acquire the means to control primal entities. Archonish Tola requests that we assemble at the scene of the intrusion. Pray depart at once. I will join you when I have informed the other scions of this development. Okay. I did want to go say hello to Urianger quickly, over in the Waking Sands. So we'll do that quickly. And then we'll go fight some Garleans, I suppose. Whoosh. And we'll drink some water. It's still weird not having Tataru here. Hello. Urianger, what you been up to? Here's the room. Let's... Seen that dialogue. What are the primals? Who's not transcendeth? Okay, I don't think he has anything new to say. Oh, off we go to Azizla. Murgle. Aww. Cute little Hortiphant uses his shield. So cute. Just gonna see if he's got any other animations. Come on, do something. No, okay, I think that. Oh, he had a little gesture. Okay. Fate of Stars. So I was wondering, those three slumbering icons, are they used as the power source for this whole area? Like, once we defeat them, is this place just gonna fall way down to the ground and break? I'm gonna assume no, but yeah, that would be a concern I would have. Nuclear. I see we were the first to arrive. No matter. Your colleagues should be here anon. They were wise indeed to keep this area under surveillance. Had the Garleans slipped by unnoticed, I dare not think of the consequences. Archon Ishtola set forth for Azizla when it became apparent that the Legatus was attempting to breach the barrier, and arrived to find that he had succeeded. We must hope that he has yet to find his prize. Hello. Well met, Anukulai, and thank you for answering my summons so swiftly, Melchan. We shall all be glad of your presence should we meet with the 6th Legion, as seems all but certain. As you may be aware, this facility houses some of Alag's most advanced technology. Accordingly, Urianger sought to deny the Empire easy ingress by weaving a ward of singular potency. Not singular enough, it would seem. I would be surprised if the Legatus had not reached the core laboratories already. 'Tis passing strange. I wove the ward in accordance with the most closely guarded teachings of the Archmages of Sharlayan. Naught was left to chance. Naught. Not sure if believe. 'Tis well known that the children of Garlemald have no talent for arcane manipulation, nor hath the Empire more than a cursory knowledge of sorcery. That they should succeed in unravelling so complex a skein of magecraft, and with such surpassing swiftness, 'tis passing strange. That it is, Urianger, but 'tis a mystery for another day. Archon Ishtola has the right of it. Before all else, we must move to safeguard the knowledge which enabled the Elegans to harness primal energies. Of particular concern is the Genesis expression, an etherochemical formula that allowed the scholars of yore to create substance from nothingness. What? I know of no such formula. Whence came you by this information? From your enigmatic master, perchance? He did furnish me with that morsel, yes, and knowing exactly which prize the Legatus now seeks, enables us to predict his position. Do you not see? We have been gifted the perfect opportunity to remove the head of an entire legion. I didn't think you quite so bloodthirsty, Anukalai. Surely safeguarding secrets should take precedence over slaying Legatuses. Kryle's sentiments reflect my own, yet the two objectives need not be mutually exclusive. What say you, Urianger? Urianger? Ah, forgive me. My thoughts were bound up in idle imaginings. In answer to thy question, milady, I am content to be led by thee in this matter. Were you even listening? Right, I've enabled the facility's teleporters. Shall we? You dwell on the matter of the barrier. I do. Verily, 'twas a warding spell of labyrinthine intricacy, the brainchild of the head of the students of Baldesian himself. Even the most learned Archon would require some several moons to disentangle such an enchantment. To do so in mere bells would require some preternatural power, akin to the very echo itself. My turn. Is this gonna be a battle? Let's go ninja. Yeah, be ninja. The terminal has been activated. Prepare to teleport into the etherochemical research facility. Battle! The Garleans strike for the heart of the facility, and the Legatus spearheads their charge. We must be swift in our pursuit. Oh, clang, clang, clang. Hello. Get you with my status. If I hit the correct button. Boom! I've got a little party of characters with me. It's cool. And this remix is really good. The Legatus himself is here. After him. I shall contend with this foe. Press onwards, my comrades. Yeah, have fun. I don't think I've done this dungeon on stream. I think it was a level 60 dungeon. There, it's Van Hydrus. It's a cool looking dungeon though. Boom! Hello. You gonna get lightning. Boom! Oops. You did not see a bunny. Wow. Ah! Mochan, Crow needs you. Alright, he get grabbed. Crow got... Oh, sorry, she. Crow. Crow got grabbed. Aw. Mistress Cryle. I was thinking of a nuclei. Go. I will stand guard over Mistress Cryle. You must keep the Legatus from his prize. We leave her in your care then. You'd best keep her safe, Anukulai. That was a bit of a threat there from Ishtola. Big sword dude. Boom. Boom. I should have put down the ground AoE. I'll do that now. Don't get out of the AoE. Quickly, inside the barrier. The central laboratory should be up ahead. Let's hurry along, shall we? This music owns. After the Legatus. Shtola's gonna hold these off. And still they come. Press on, Melchan. I will handle this. I have exposed the bones of their work. Now to extract the marrow. Hello. I would prefer if you didn't. Even in the moment of my triumph, you persist in your misguided crusade. So be it. I shall present my prize to the Emperor, alongside your head. Fight. Waiting for me to make the first move, eh? Whoosh! Turret. Do you mind moving out of the blue stuff? That would be nice. Thank you. Oh.
Can you withstand this? Savages.
Boom! Stop moving. I want to stab. Boom! No.
Can you withstand this?
Savages.
There is nowhere to run.
Whoa.
Can you withstand this? In the name of the Emperor!
Savages. Got turrets, I should be killing those.
Can you withstand this?
I can if you don't even hit me. Got him, jeez.
In the name of the Emperor!
Oh, come back. My weapons inhibitors exist for a reason, but I will not lose to you again. What? Cerulean servant? Skills me? Magitech enhances my blade work tenfold. You cannot hope to win. I've no idea what just happened. Mo-chan. The Tomelith is unbreached then? Cryo. My wounds will not slow my blade should you seek to bar my path. And you would slay me, no doubt, but it would be your final act. What madness afflicts you, Eorzean fools? The Emperor but desires a means to shackle the Icons and their destructive appetites. Why do you rail against your own salvation? It is not for man to wield such power. The primal energy your Emperor seeks to contain would be as kindling, waiting for a spark. Forget not the White Raven, Legatus. Like thee, he presumed to wield the power of Alag, and invited the calamity in so doing. This star's fate is too important to be decided by any one man, a warmongering savage least of all. Not calling him a savage, jeez. Have care, boy. You speak of my Emperor. but dying here in defense of his honor will not further his cause. He's got a shiny light. Well, well, I appear not to be dead. Ow! Cryo. I may have cracked a rib or two, but I'll be fine, honestly. Our foes gave no quarter. Had a nuclei stinted in his defence of thee, thou mayst be certain thy hurts would be far worse. I could do no less. Mistress Kryl is here at my behest, after all. The secrets of Alag are safe for the present, though 'tis doubtful the Legatus will return to Garlemald till the prize he coveteth lieth in his grasp. Then we must redouble our efforts to protect this place. Kryl and I will place additional seals upon the Tomelith. Nikolai? I appreciated you staying at my side. Thank you. Oh. 'Twas naught. Oh, please. It was a good deal more than that. And you know it. Now let me help you. When a woman thanks you for saving her life, the customary response is, "You're welcome." You are welcome. Why is this character suddenly cute? I don't know who you are. Ishtola, these are the kind of stunts that led to you getting lost in the live stream. Ooh. It's Lancer anima weapon. Ooh, it's so pretty. Oh, the animation. Oh, it's pretty. Because your method sucks, yeah. Did they not know what caused the calamity? It was trying to bind primals and control them. Buttheads. Ah, Urianger. Are the new wards already in place? My colleagues yet toil upon their enchantments. I came unto thee in secret, that I might question thee outside their hearing. Question me? Aye, I would speak with the one who undid my subtlest magecraft. He who invited an Imperial Legatus into this facility, in hopes of engineering the man's demise at the hands of the Warrior of Light. Twist. You accuse me of masterminding this day's events? The plan may have been thy master's, but the deed was thine. Thou didst lure the legatus of the 6th Legion into a trap, from which he was not intended to emerge. 'Tis plain to me now that thy seeming opportunism in proposing his elimination was feigned, and that his death was the object of thy plan from the first. And you have proof of this? Thine own words betrayed thee. Thou didst speak of the Empire's desire to claim the Genesis expression, the existence of which even the learned Mistress Cryer was ignorant. Whence did the legatus come by such definitive knowledge? And then there is the matter of mine unravelled ward. None save one possessed of an otherworldly gift could have so swiftly effected its dissolution. Know thee of another blessed with such? Assuming these accusations have merit, what then? Full many times and oft doth the pursuit of truth lead men down darkened paths. I take no issue with thy purpose. 'Tis but thy method I would call into question. In the Garlean Empire we have a common foe. Hadst thou deigned to share thine intentions with Melchan or Mistress Cryle, 'tis like that we would have closed the trap with less risk to life and more success. I sought to use the most dangerous secrets of Alag as bait. Who among you would agree to such a reckless plan? None, and with good cause. Irrespective, thou wert remiss in thy duty to thy comrades. I note with some disappointment that in matters concerning the primals and those who would control them, the cold rationality upon which thou so pridest thyself is conspicuous by its absence. Always giving this guy a bad report card. Know that the salvation of this star is an end too vast for any one of us to accomplish alone. Shouldst thou fail to trust in thy comrades, I foresee thy actions precipitating some terrible misfortune. Ariange talking about trusting comrades. Indeed. My sincerest apologies, Melchan. Ariange is correct in his suspicions. It was I who orchestrated this encounter with the Empire. I would ask that thou forgive Inukalai this transgression, and keep mention of it from Mistress Cryle. 'Twould be a pity for one foolish decision to wither their budding camaraderie ere it had a chance to bloom. There you are, you rotten idler. When Ishtola realised we were struggling with the wards alone, she was absolutely livid. Ah, never mind the Warring Triad. I have awoken Archon Ishtola's tempestuous wrath. In supplicant mood shall I return at once, and there atone for mine indolence. Come, Melchan, it is time we return to the Rising Stones. Because that kind of vulnerable awkwardness is adorable compared to I'm so cool, I have no emotion. Yes! It's a lot more endearing when characters have, you know, social issues. When they're socially awkward. There we go, that's the terms I was looking for. Let's turn this in as well. Unlock this trial. Activating verification systems. Combat simulation request acknowledged. Awaiting tombstone data. Tombstone of theology. Though it appears to be naught more than a simple stone, Garland Ironworks engineers insist it contains reams of invaluable information gathered by the lost Allegan Empire on the subject of the fiend, Sephirot. Data processed. Adversary, Warring Triad, Sephirot. Defining simulation parameters. Warning. Threat level extreme. The Empire assumes no responsibility for death or injury resulting from participation in combat simulations. Activating reality augmentation. Initiating combat simulation. The Empire thanks you for volunteering to participate in this study. Post-mortem data will be used to improve the survival rates of subsequent participants. Your sacrifice is appreciated. Oh my god. Sephirot Extreme! An extraordinary history. A detailed record of the battles fought between the Icon Sephirot and the armies of Alag. After feeding the account of this epic conflict into Azizlar's verification systems, you have succeeded in activating what the node describes as a combat simulation. Can the enigmatic technology of the ancient empire truly manifest an enhanced simulacrum of the formidable fiend? Can this artificial incarnation truly surpass the threat posed by the original Sephirot? There is but one way to know for certain. Alright, back to the Rising Stones. Now that I've unlocked that. Hey Yura-chan, welcome. Remember doing that 25 times for his mount? 25, ow. I'm sorry, it took so long to drop for you. You're gearing up to go to bed soon, but a certain furball is still hogging your bed. Aww. That's cute. $740. Well, there's probably a lot more of this storyline to go. Let's have a look. The Warring Triad. Yeah, there's a bit more to go. So I think maybe we'll end the stream and finish up next time this storyline. And then start 3.2. Just go hand in this quest. Because I'm starting to get a sore voice. Once again, I must apologize for acting without your consent or counsel. As a gesture of repentance and a sign of good faith, allow me to share something of myself with you. As Urianger suggested, I possess the gift of the Echo, though it is of a nature different from yours. Regardless, I would use my gift for the selfsame purpose, the salvation of the star, and nothing poses a greater threat to the world than the proliferation of primal harnessing technology. This I know only too well. What I am about to divulge concerns the fate of another star entirely. On this other world, a magic was devised that allowed the realm's champions to use a stone known as auracite to contain the power of primals. Auracite? White auracite is what we use to capture Ascians. Interesting. So armed, these heroic souls conquered god after god, oblivious to their weapon's fatal imperfection, its propensity to bleed primal energies. And with each victory, the heroes changed, transforming at last into fiends of endless appetite. Insatiable in their hunger for aether, they ultimately went to war over the star's ever-dwindling life force, and fought until there was nothing left. Thus, as Urianger so astutely observed, when I am faced with those who rush to embrace power unchecked, I lose all semblance of rationality. He's an alien! You're an alien! Know that my master, too, cares deeply about the fate of this star. I am his servant, his instrument, sent here to ensure that the same tragedy does not consume another world. You're an alien! Interesting. Balance unto all. Alright, we shall pick that up next time. And I shall relax and have dinner and rest my voice and continue playing this all night because this game's really fun and I'm leveling different classes. And I'll find a raid target. Yeah, next time we'll finish this storyline and then we'll start 3.2, I think. Yeah, who is streaming? Creative Mrs. D is drawing some puppies. Oh, is that a puppy? Okay, hang on. I have to sit through the bloody ad. Look, yeah, Creative Mrs. D is a lovely person and is doing some art. That's what she does on this channel. Creative Mrs. D. So is Midgard Sorma. He said he came from another star as well. Oh god, yeah! He did! Dragons are aliens! Oh, this lore is interesting. Alright, thank you all very much for watching. And I'll see you all next time. See ya!